So, wie gesagt, da bin ich wieder und direkt Richtung Spiel. Ich werde jetzt mal 3 Spiele machen. Einfach mal ohne Training, ohne langweiliges Training und ja.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch of fans to watch.
Hey, Kevin, thank you, DA. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley.
Jetzt kämpfe ich darum, dass ich mal hier bessere Positionen spiele.
Checked in for Beasley. For Oklahoma City, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%. And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been
sollte eigentlich für den in der Mitte sein.
Some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strength and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again,
let's go. So fängt ein Spiel an.
Best mid-range players and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call is going to be...
Yeah.
Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
When a pick
so
like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Let's go.
Trains it from
Nice
17
one.
feet out.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Inside, it's stolen. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first.
Aber war zu spät
Better
geworden.
than giving up a layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Teardrop shot. The rebound by Johnson. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Indiana.
Let's go.
I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game, they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look, and see if they can keep that up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. Shot to stop the run, and that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Schroeder. Junior the pass to Lehman. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Bost. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They get it back. Second chance shot, and there's the nice.
Ja, der musste jetzt gehen.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Here's Junior. That's good.
So
He's
geht
now
es.
3 for 4 from the field. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded.
Ja, so tight war er nicht, ja, das ist das Problem.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Machen wir ein bisschen auf Zeit.
He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Let's go. Schade. Wollte mit einem Lied in die Pause.
Oklahoma. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
one thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Gutes.
And
Gutes.
so in the game for the Timberwolves,
Ein
they've got
guter
Layman.
Dreier.
Cobb is out there with Junior. Then it's Evan Turner. And it's Johnson in at the 5 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a
Halbzeit.
6-point lead at the end. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third.
Oh nee, muss wieder punkten.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team's changing it up here.
10 Punkte hinten, ey, was ist los?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Schroeder, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Noel is out there with Adams. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A couple years
Natürlich,
ago,
Mann.
after making all-rookie second
Das aus doch
team,
nicht.
He knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling
15
his
Punkte.
scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well.
Der war zu spät geworfen.
This guy could be a perennial all-star.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Deutsch checked in. The dish to Schroeder, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and slam dunk by Noel.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Schroeder
Mensch, Scheiße,
looking
läuft dann
over the
richtig.
floor, trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him, and that one is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trailed by 19. Pass to Johnson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And Turner kicks to Russell. Will it go?
Ich musste, Mann. Dank den
Out of bounds.
Scheiß
Oklahoma
Pässen,
City takes possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. And Culver's subbed in for Layman. There's the pass to Noel. Schroeder outside. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Da war direkt an mir.
Passes it to Noel. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Noel controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Läuft nicht.
For this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So the Timberwolves call
Das
their
nächste
first
Spiel
timeout.
gegen Lakers,
He
das
does
tut mir weh.
not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Cobb passes to Junior. Here's Spellman. He's covered by Noel. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Deutsch. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Junior the pass to Spellman. Here's Junior.
Oh, ernsthaft?
Can they get it? Spellman with the bucket. Spellman's got 7 points in the game.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Out to the wing. Here's Dort. No good. And so it's Oklahoma City taking a 19-point lead into the break.
19-point, Alter.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now, here's Junior, defended by Paul. Another miss by Minnesota.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's
Yeah.
not a good look at all.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Junior, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the forceps.
Voll gar nicht ausblocken, weil ich noch schnell da
Playing
war.
unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Timberwolves trail by 20. It's Beasley on the wing. Gallinari covering. And the basket
Schön.
by Kogi.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Jerome. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Kicks it out to Beasley. Akogi, the pass to Junior. Fires from deep.
Hey,
Thunder with the rebound.
schlechte Wurfwahl.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Gallinari finds Paul.
Nicht mein Spiel.
Here's Adams. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup
Wenigstens ein
with
Assist.
authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Hernan Gomez, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley.
Ey, was ist denn los, Mann?
Here's Adams. It's good. And the Thunder lead by 20.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That's
Es
that
geht
home
echt nichts
advantage
rein.
of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Mega
Boy,
scheiße.
they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew.
Und jetzt gegen Lakers. Das wird hart.
I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. This is so exciting. We are virtual fans right now in a live NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates. Yeah, we've got...
Kevin, thank you very...
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. So much love for the perimeter offense these days.
Ich bin direkt am Anfang draußen.
Some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now.
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Anthony the Brown Davis.
Can't argue with any of those.
No, not at all.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup.
Schön.
They've got Junior.
In dem
He's out there with
Anfang.
Russell, and it's a Kogi in its small forward. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard, and it's Rondo in at the 1.
And Junior, a player who's expected to be a bit of a project. They'll give him spots here and there early in the year, but he's shown well in the time he's had thus far.
And Greg Jr., a player they have high hopes for, just not early on. Talent is there certainly, but the
schön.
opportunities to develop might not be readily available. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Rondo passes to Howard. Here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive. When he's looking to score, he makes the D react.
Both shots good from the stripe. And they always say great offense beats great defense, but let's give those elite defenders their due. Shaq, who stands out as the best defensive players in your mind in the league right now?
Well, I got 3 names. First, since I'm a big guy, let's go with the big guys. Rudy Gobert, a.k.a. the Stifle Tower. See, that's his bread and butter. You talk about defense. Then you got to go to, that's the claw. Kawhi Leonard, always going to be on that list. And I got to throw in Jimmy Butler. He never backs down from anyone.
Can you make that noise one more time? Is that like a bird or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You have the job. I like that.
And that one's good, Junior.
War mir dann nicht sicher, ob der reingeht.
The Lakers off to a slow start. 7-point differential. Outside Rondo. The pass to Green. And here is Howard. Green deciding where to go with it. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Shaq, you stay very involved with the game, hang out with a lot of the players, talk with coaches. You go to many games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most, guys you like hanging around with.
Well, I hang around with everybody, but a few guys shaped my mentality. The gentleman next to you, he doesn't know this, but I knew that when he was in college, he already had a T-shirt business, a real estate license. So I really learned the business from him. And it was D. Scott. D. Scott taught me to, just have fun and be silly. Alonzo taught me to be serious and be more focused. Hanging out with LeBron and Kobe. I'm just happy to have the ability to just be blessed to just meet so many people.
That's a varied list.
That is.
And a nice compliment to you.
It's an honor to be on that list.
Yes, I'm right.
Oh,
You ain't know I knew about the
schon wieder so ein Pech.
I bought a house and you overcharged me for the interest, but that's okay.
Kuzma kicks to Rondo.
Der dribbelt zu viel, Mann.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got James Johnson. Russell is out there with Junior. And it's Spellman in at the center, locking down the middle. To the middle. Here's Bradley.
Ja, block mich halt.
Lays it up and banks it in. Bradley's got 8 points.
I think you've got to get physical with Avery Bradley down low. When you don't, he will punish you with his versatility.
Now, here's Junior. D right on him. Spellman the pass to Junior. Launches it. They get it back. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt.
Ich krieg zurzeit keinen Ball mehr gestealt.
Language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Howard's checked in for Avery Bradley. Jack, you always play with a lot of passion. Is it possible to play with so much fire that gets the best out of you? And if so, who in the league sometimes crosses that line and has too much of whatever that is inside that drives your passion?
You know, Greg, when we were playing, there was only one guy, Kevin Garnett. Now in this era, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, and Kyrie Irving.
Lakers trail by 14. Mobbed up there for Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact,
Beide,
and he'll
komm.
go to the line for two. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
Lakers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Here's Howard. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking
Verstehe nicht, dass ich den ausblocken muss. Größeres Mismatch geht ja gar nicht.
The all-time leaders in offensive rebounds. That's an example why.
Russell dishes to Junior. Good, and the assist goes
Let's
to Russell.
go.
Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Green finds Howard. Now Kuzma. He's guarded by Russell. Shoots. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Kuzma.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we want to thank the big Aristotle for joining us here. Dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Shaq, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming
Yes.
from you. Anytime
Dachte echt, der blockt mich jetzt, aber
You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Baryshnikov? Or are we giving that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
And Doris, always great to have Shaq with us, isn't it? You have to love his willingness to come at things from different angles.
I mean, consider the capstone topic for Shaq's doctoral.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. Foul. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency
Mehr
at the
Punkte.
offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and
3
Kuzma
seconds.
make up the forwards. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Johnson against Green. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Dwight Howard.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Passes to Okogie. Here's Johnson on the mark with the 15-footer. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And here's Rondo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and the shot goes in.
Boy, excellent
Jetzt
start
machen die
to the
gerade
second
Punkte,
half.
ey.
They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Russell kicks to Junior. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. Spellman up and in on the layup. Spellman's got 8.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Kuzma finds Rondo. And here is James. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside, Green shoots the 3.
Mein Fehler.
Kept alive. Here's Howard. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Och komm.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Kuzma. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And another miss.
Nice.
He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Junior. He's out there with Russell. And it's Spellman in at the center. Pass to Green from outside the arc. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota leading by 8. We're just
Ich komme einfach nicht durch gerade.
And it's Junior missing. Bobbed up there for Howard. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one's good. Russell.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Rondo looking around. And the pass to LeBron. Over to the wing. Howard, the pass to Green.
Oh mein Gott, und ich mach komplett frei.
Drops in the floater.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Russell kicks to Junior. Here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Howard. Down low. Here's James. Terrific assist. A nice finish.
Ja, jetzt komm.
All around.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here's Junior. And good.
Oh, endlich mal wieder Punkte.
The right side of the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
Junior, the pass to Spellman. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Let's go.
First free throw is good.
Der war gut. Nächster auch, nächster auch. Komm.
And so
Yes.
it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 8. 1:35 left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Hendricks Cobb.
Oh, das tut weh.
Night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Well, Dwight Howard has got to get such satisfaction for delivering in the clutch.
Junior the pass to Spellman. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. And here we go. Junior heading to the hoop. The shot's good.
Let's go. Kein Block, der war gerade echt die Angst sehr groß.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now.
Oh mein Gott. Das nenne ich eine Antwort.
An absolutely breathtaking player.
This is it to Spellman. Feeds to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James kicks to Rondo. Off target with his 3. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here.
Ach, der auch.
And so Minnesota takes the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
Okay, nice.
We'll see you next
Bin
time.
jetzt in der Stadt 5. Das ist doch schon mal was. Willkommen in der Starting 5 der... Starting 5 der... Was? Uns ist nicht entgangen, wie hart du an dir gearbeitet hast. Wir sind stolz, dich im Team zu haben. Du hast wahrscheinlich schon von dem Hendricks Cobb Trade gehört. Uns ist klar, dass das für euch beide auch eine traurige Sache ist, aber wir hoffen, dass wir damit zeigen, wie wichtig du uns bist. Du bist der neue Eckpfeiler unserer Franchise. Wir wollen unser Team um dich herum aufbauen, und zwar für viele Jahre. Wir sind schon sehr gespannt, wohin du dieses Franchise führen kannst. WPG für einen Spieler von deinem Kaliber gibt es keine Grenzen. Viele Grüße, Minnesota Management. So. Leute, ich gehe jetzt kurz rauchen und starte dann in das Spiel, weil jetzt wird es spannend. Dafür muss ich kurz einen kühlen Kopf haben. Wir sehen uns gleich im Spiel. Haut rein. Okay, Leute, let's go. Wie gesagt, direkt in das Spiel. Jetzt im Fernseher wird es übertragen. Ich muss das Ding rocken. Ich muss es rocken.
We are virtual fans right now in a live NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right.
Let's go. Muss ich jetzt rocken? Was ist jetzt los? Die crasht.
Greetings, everyone, and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Junior. Evan Turner is out there with Johnson.
Yes,
and there's
baby.
D'Angelo Russell and Spellman in at the 5 down low. And for Phoenix, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play
Oh mein
the
Gott, die
young
blockt
guns
mich die
great no
ganze
matter
Mal.
what, or they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, you know, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster, and really the front office.
Der blockt mich gleich nochmal. Oh, war aber auch ein scheiß Wurfwahl, ey.
You gotta believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future, we're going in that direction. But you still gotta also take care of your veterans.
Komm schon, Leute, das schaffen wir. Wir sind die ersten Punkte.
And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Sharks. Ayton's got the opening bucket of the night here for Phoenix. Russell against Rubio. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Ricky Rubio.
Let's go.
So free throws for Russell. Something we should be saying often for the next decade or more.
He hits both from the stripe. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Sharge outside. Oubre outside. Ayton trying to break free. And Kelly Oubre, good for three.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Trying to get open.
Oh, Junge, was ist denn los?
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Oh mein Gott, jetzt geht's komplett durch.
A few minutes to catch up. He praised D'Angelo Russell's game, saying that he's someone that can take over without warning. Coach told me his floaters, his outside shooting, he can hurt you so many ways. Once he's locked in, there's no stopping him. He can be unorthodox, but he is a special player.
Was ist denn gerade los, Leute?
The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Booker.
Nice step back.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker.
Jetzt muss ich punkten.
Mechanics give him great accuracy.
Ja, erstmal Pass.
Offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Oh mein Gott, Alter.
Buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch too.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the basket by Rubio.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort,
Läuft total beschissen.
able to finish through contact.
So the Timberwolves
Gerade in so einem Spiel jetzt.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father,
Ja, ich glaube, jetzt bin ich erstmal raus.
and played pro ball. Started in high school.
Sag ich doch.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2
Jetzt
hours
wird's Zeit
early
für ein
and
paar
staying
Punkte und so.
late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Junior. Layman is out there with Culver. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Spellman in at the pivot spot, manning the
Da sind endlich
and
Punkte.
that one's good, Junior.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there.
Das meine ich, aus ein paar Fans zu machen.
In a simple fashion. Well done.
Payne kicks to Booker. Pass to Kaminsky. With some arc, and the bucket is good from Payne in deep. Payne's got 5.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Junior the pass to Layman. Just over a minute gone in the second quarter. Clock at 6.
Der hängt an mir wie eine Klette, Mann.
The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Booker. Passes it to Bridges.
Er ist drin. Oder auch nicht?
Rebound by the Timberwolves. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them
Jawohl.
down with confidence.
Das war
Well,
wichtig.
efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
The pass to Kaminsky. On the wing, Johnson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That one.
Let's go.
He's got 7.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Beasley against Booker. And Culver pulls it down.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially.
Oh mein Gott, der war voll scheiße.
And it's Junior missing. Phoenix leading by 4. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
So läuft es.
And he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
And first time out of the game.
Ach, scheiße. Mach doch nicht sowas, wenn ich gerade heiß laufe, Leute.
UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas.
Ah, natürlich.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway.
Nice, wir sind vorne.
Thanks, Kevin. Ricky, how do you guys put this thing away in the second half?
We got a lot of turnovers, we got a lot of layups, and that can happen. We have to take care of the ball.
We'll see if you can do that, Ricky. Thanks.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back.
Das stimmt nicht gar nicht. Habt ihr noch nie reden, ja?
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Suns trail by 5. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Sharge and Ayton at the 4 and the 5.
Das ist eine Defensivkollaps, alles klar.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Here's Spellman. He's covered by Ayton. Junior the pass to Spellman.
Geh doch einfach hoch, Mann.
Is it 3? Here's Turner. Off target from 3-point range. It's a neck-and-neck game in Phoenix. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. Oubre finds Booker. Gets the bucket and the
Fuck.
foul.
Oh, das war aber nicht mein. Aber trotzdem.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Ja, jetzt sind wir wieder unentschieden.
Outside Turner. Pass to Spellman. Outside Russell.
Der hängt echt an mir, das ist nicht normal. Nice one.
Russell's got 8 points.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
Rubio right side. Here's Oubre. Ayton trying to break free. Oubre can't get it to go. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. And the 3 off target.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Oubre passes to Ayton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Johnson with it. Bridges covering. Here's Junior.
Aber scheiße.
No good with the triple.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Oubre passes to Rubio. And here is Bridges. Oubre outside. Kicks to Booker. Lets it go from 14. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Junior. It counts.
Läuft.
And the foul.
So muss es sein.
Mikal Bridges picks one up.
A lot of heart displayed that time by Junior on that play. Commits to a
So
shot
macht man
and
das.
then wins the and one.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Portis, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Jake Lehman comes in for Johnson. Culver's checked in for Turner. And it's Malik Beasley in for Russell. Kaminsky dishes to Booker. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Beasley on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Aber war der wieder scheiße. Zu spät.
Culver covering. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Pass to Booker. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play.
Illegal.
Play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in
Natürlich ist wieder der Block gegen mich, Mann.
That pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Sharch checked in for the Suns. Junior kicks to Hernan Gomez. Dishes it to Junior. Back to Hernan Gomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Der war
Beasley's
knapp.
got 6.
Boy, that's sharp shooting there from Beasley. Normally we see him a lot deeper, but that time he chose to step inside the line.
Boyd the pass to Booker. Kaminsky with the ball. Booker outside.
Ja, der ist drin.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Minnesota leading by 8. Passes it to Okogie.
Das war aber ein harter Foul.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky.
Immer mit ihren Timeouts.
Called the Suns.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots. .32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Boyd the pass to Saric. Here's Ayton. Lays it up off the glass.
Okay.
Ayton's got his second bucket tonight.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Minnesota.
Junior with it.
War scheiße.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 8. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect...
Geht noch besser. Ich bin noch nicht ganz zufrieden. 12 Punkte sind mir einfach zu wenig.
Leading by 5 on the court for Minnesota. James Johnson is out there with Turner. Then it's Junior. Then it's Russell. And it's Spellman in at the center, locking down the middle.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Here's Junior.
Let's go.
Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 6th assist on the night. Now here's Booker. Now the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders.
Ja, der macht die Freiwürfe rein.
Both free throws good from
Sag
Booker.
ich doch.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Pass to Spellman. Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him. And he converts
Let's
the
go.
Junior's got 4
Dachte echt, der
points down
blockt
the
mich,
court.
aber
Junior certainly faced some traffic inside there, but he stayed focused and tough and got it to go down.
For 3, Booker hits it from
Nah.
3-point range.
I take it.
Offensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Pass to Junior. Foul.
Let's go. 3-point play mache ich jetzt. Komm schon.
Play chance for him.
No player I'd rather have taken a big shot.
Let's go.
My trust is in Junior.
Suns trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Outside Turner. Passes to Junior. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th. The feed to Johnson. And that
Let's
one
go.
drops.
Wenigstens noch einen Assist
And it's a
geholt.
9-point Minnesota lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down.
9 Punkte sind wir
Any
vorne.
hope of a comeback diminished.
And the Suns call time. They're down by 9. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Johnson.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the
Wieso war das der Play of the Game?
Go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
So it's Minnesota now. They've led by as much as 10. Junior the pass to Reed. He dishes it to Junior. It's hauled in by Diallo. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Here's a Kogi. And so
Let's go.
Minnesota takes the
Da
win.
gibt's ein paar
A
Fans.
narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't
3738.
road team, home team, all
Nice.
I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge,
Ja,
Greg
werfen
Anthony,
habe
and
ich gerade
Clark
nicht viel.
Kellogg. This is
Weiß nicht, was
Kevin
los
Harlan.
ist
Thanks for
zurzeit.
being with us. So
Mach ich's
long and
meiste
good night,
drin.
everyone.
Mal gucken. Interview gibt's keins. Gut, Leute. Ich mache hier den Cut und wir sehen uns gleich wieder. Haut rein.